What's up, guys? Welcome in. Welcome in. Today's video is going to be a pretty good one. Lots of things have been changing in the business. I'll let you know right now we have 54 items to pack up for $1,347.42. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. This is my first Father's Day. Very excited about it. My wife did get me a gift, which I'll show off. I don't know. Should I wait a little bit till more people come in or just start kind of showing stuff off? I got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to show off. So we'll give it like a little bit of time. But as people come into the chat, the topics I'm going to talk about is like I've been doing eBay the same way for a very long time, and very long meaning like little over 3 years. And this week I've done two big things different, and I wanted to talk about like how that's going and how I think it's going to drastically improve my business. And not everyone can kind of do these steps, but maybe you can kind of strive for it, or maybe you are in the position where maybe you can afford to kind of do this kind of thing too. But yeah, I got the Viore shorts from my last video. I wanted to show off to you. I have those here to show you. And yeah, we got a lot of items to pack up. I've got the Monster Beast. This is the white one. We're going to crack this open first. But yeah, 6 people, 2 likes already. I really appreciate you guys spending your Sunday with me. And we're going to get into it. A little snap, crackle, pop on the pop top for the drink. Oh, so good. Anyway, all right, 7 people, 3 likes. Let's just get started. First thing I want to talk about is my wife, who is very kind and very sweet. She got me this Bears metal cutout. So we saw this, and it was on a piece of wood at like this fair, not fair, but like a pop-up. And it had an orange painted wood behind it. And the wood wasn't even like put together really well. But I told her, I said, this is a great piece. And I think he wanted like $150 for the entire thing. Well, she was able to haggle and just get the metal cutout of the Chicago Bears. You know, they're my team. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm actually going to trace it out on like a piece of cardboard and cut out the cardboard so that I have a template. And I don't know if I'm going to put this on the back wall over here, or if I'm going to take it to my store. I have a buy sell trade store, if you guys didn't know, and maybe I think I'm going to put it up there just because I want it to be cooler, and there's a lot of wall space in the buy sell trade. And yeah. Next, I want to talk about, did you guys watch my last video? Real Salt says, happy Father's Day. Thank you, man. Happy Father's Day if you're a father. I'm not sure. It's Enrique, right? I'm not sure if you're a father, but if you are, happy Father's Day. And thank you. If you watched the last video, I talked about getting items from my own closet. There was a lot of money just sitting in drawers, hanging in hangers that I was just not wearing. I mean, I wear like the same 5 to 7 shirts every week. And yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. So I wanted to talk about like how to get free inventory, or like make the most money of what you got laying around, because you can always just buy more stuff. Like if you thrift a lot, you know, you find cool stuff all the time. So Enrique says, yes, he is a dad. So happy Father's Day. Way to go. These are the Viore pants that I could not get rid of. They're actually board shorts or swim trunks, not board shorts, but they're right here. This is the floral Viore that I was talking about. Like, isn't that sweet? Yeah. So I ended up having 4 total, and this was the one I decided to keep. The other ones were solid colors. But since I did that video, believe it or not, a buddy of mine, Jeff, who we talk on Instagram a lot, I wanted to shout him out because Jeff actually bought the 3 Viore shorts that I said, hey, if you want to buy them, hit me up. He's going to get 3 Viore shorts for $50 shipped. So he sent me the money already, and I'm not going to be able to ship it until Tuesday because Juneteenth, the federal holiday, the post office will be closed on Monday. So he's going to get my old Viore shorts, which I never even wore them. But yeah, I got this one right here. And then just because I knew I was going to be showing off those board shorts, I got these as well. These are Polo Ralph Lauren. These are my other pair of swim trunks. So if you came into the chat today to find out what type of swim trunks I have, if you see me wearing these out at the pool or the water parks, you'll know it's me. So moving forward, though, we got 19 people, 6 likes. Let's start talking about like the main topic of this. So the major changes that have been happening is the buy sell trade store, of course. Now, in addition to that, you see here the clothing rack is empty. And the reason being is all my inventory is at the store, because that's actually doubling as a listing area for me and my employee Randy. So whenever I go down there, we do photos. I pump the listings out on the laptop. I greet whoever comes in, which not a lot of people have come in, but I still need to get on Google and do all those things. Excuse me. But the other major thing is I actually had Randy print the labels for me this week on one of the days. And it was super nerve wracking. Like I said, I've been buying and selling since 2019 on eBay, and I've done every single label. I have not had anybody do any of the labels. So I trusted her. I trained her on about 4 to 6 labels on like how to do it, if it's priority, like what to grab, where to, what to do for all the items, how to weigh them and all that stuff. And she killed it. She picked it up instantly. And now what this tells me is like, you know what? Maybe I can take 2-3 day trips or a 4-day trip. And instead of turning my store off, just have my employee come in and ship the items, because that's pretty much what really slows down the store when you want to take a vacation. You put it on vacation mode, your sales start to dip. Even if you are pumping out listings, people see the delayed shipping and they just don't want to go for the item. So having the ability to have Randy do the shipping for me, like I'm going to continue to train her and show her all the ropes and make sure she knows how to handle every scenario. But it is a huge upgrade. So I think a lot of people talk about the first person to hire someone to ship items. I felt like that wasn't the case. I felt like photos were probably the easiest thing to hire because it's just taking photos. A lot of people know how to use smartphones nowadays. And shipping would be kind of lower because you don't want them to make a mistake. Well, guess what? People are smart enough to ship items without making a mistake. And it's not just me that knows how to ship. Like, people know how to ship. You just have to make sure you train them correctly and they can get the ball rolling. So those are two major things that are going to be happening, and we're going to improve upon that. So my wife actually slid something under the door, so I'm going to go get it. Oh boy. Yes. So if you guys can see, she said a Father's Day card. It says Daddy on it. So I'm going to open it just to see. Hopefully there's nothing crazy on it, but let's see. Like inappropriate. I don't think it would be. I'll look at it first. It says, "This dad thing, you're killing it," which is very great because I'm trying very hard to be the best dad possible. Look. So she did a footprint with my son, and it says, "Happy Father's Day. I'm your number one fan. Bear down. Seth, 2023. You're the real deal in every possible." This wasn't planned for the live. This is just something that because she might have popped on and saw that I was going live, or she wanted to do the footprint without me seeing, possibly. But yeah, it's your first Father's Day. We love you. You have the best father to our son. You have been the best father to our son. Happy Father's Day. Love, Mama and Seth. Well, thank you, Stephanie, and thank you, Seth, for putting up with me. Yeah, I really appreciate it. This is very, very nice. Very nice. Make sure to tell your dads out there. I need to call my dad and tell him Happy Father's Day too. Very good. Okay. And Steph, she's actually a mod, but she put a heart in the chat. Thank you, babe. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get the waterworks out of the way and just kind of get on with the show. Not big into crying, but it is very emotional though. Another thing that's emotional, totally not eBay related, but did you guys see the Hawaiian that was on American Idol that was singing about his dad who had died? He's 18 years old and his dad died like 4 months ago. And they really did this on like the show and stuff. But like his song was very, very powerful. And it was about like growing like older. And then you look at your dad as like a friend rather than just like a dad or a father figure. Like you're just another guy. And it was super, super powerful. So check out that clip after the live, but it's tremendous. It's just type like Hawaiian singer American Idol and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's tremendous. Actually, it got me like real teared up thinking about my dad and stuff. So Michelle's from Jacksonville, Florida. What's up? Welcome in, Michelle. Happy to have you. Another thing. Okay. So I talked about Jeff who bought the Viore shorts from me from the video. Now I didn't think people like would actually like message. I guess there was a chance. That last video that I talked about my own clothes that I had bought and actually didn't really wear but decided to sell on eBay. A viewer, Jeff, bought the 3 Viore shorts, and then Janet, she bought that Levi denim pearl snap shirt that I had. And I did wear that for like a little bit because it's kind of cool, but it's just not really my style. So she wanted to say thank you for the video. She's a viewer and stuff. So thank you, Janet, for that. I really appreciate it. And they'll be shipped out Tuesday because that's what we're doing. Tuesday is the day that you can ship these items out. So, and then clothing, shoes, and more says hi. So first item we're going to talk about, this is a Ralph Lauren large tall. So I always talk about the large tall stuff. This one went for $12 plus $8.99. So $21 on the large tall polo, and it's white. So definitely look out for the white, the stained stuff in the white. You know, a lot of people donate it because it is stained, but this one was good. Also wanted to talk about the zoo trip. So if you guys don't know, I'm in Wichita Falls, Texas. It's like North Texas, almost southern Oklahoma, but we're definitely Texans. And we decided to drive 2 hours to my wife's friend's town. They live in Abilene, Texas. It's Abilene Christian University. It's near Lubbock, which is Texas Tech, if you guys know. And we went to the zoo. It was crazy. It was the first time Seth had been at a zoo, and it was the first time he had been out in the like elements for long periods of time. Typically, he's inside different areas, you know. So it was pretty cool. We had a really good time, and I went to a couple thrift stores at the end. There was a storm, like a major thunderstorm that was like coming through Abilene to my town in Wichita Falls, and we could either leave early and try to beat the storm and come home, or leave late and then like follow the storm, which we literally were storm chasers, like following the storm. My wife got some good pictures, and it was insane. The storm was, it was like light hail, but like it was insane. It was insane. So I do have the stuff that I got from the thrift stores. I think I'm going to probably say from time to time, like, do you guys want to see some of the items I bought? I went to 2 Goodwills, and the first Goodwill I went to was kind of priced high. They're one of the ones that if they saw a cinch shirt, they priced it at like $9.99, even if it wasn't in good condition. And then if there's a Ralph Lauren, it was like $8 or $7.99 or $9.99, just kind of depend. And then like their basic stuff was $5.99, which I know some people may say, well, $5.99 is cheap, but like if the town doesn't have nice stuff, and then they're pricing like their Target and Kohl's and Walmart stuff at $5.99, that's not good. That's not going to cut it. So I went to that thrift store. I found one shirt, but the shirt I found is like a $50 to $70 shirt. It's a very good shirt. It's the first time I've ever found it too. So you know what? Let's just talk about it. I got it right here. This is the one shirt from the Goodwill in Abilene. And the other Goodwill I went to, I found a lot more items. So this one is, of course, a Ralph Lauren. It's a 2XL. It's got like the newer tag because it's got this scan thing on it. But check this out. It's got the Polo Bear like on the pocket, and it's a 2XL in blue. So I saw comps anywhere from like 50 to like 70, 80 bucks on this. They wanted $8. Easy pickup. Easy pickup. It's great size. It's a great shirt. So we're going to detag it. And then I don't know if I'll steam or wash. Sometimes you got to kind of, especially if it's a new thrift store, you got to see if the clothes are clean enough. So you might not have to wash, but you know, we'll probably just kind of play it by ear on that one. But that was a great pickup. So if you guys go on vacation or you go to a town that you're not familiar with, try to hit up like 1 or 2 stores, because you may make the money to pay for the gas or the food you had or like the tickets to the zoo. So that shirt's going to take care of a lot of that stuff. And honestly, thrifting in like a new town is just one of the greatest feelings. And I may have been to that one once before, but I couldn't really remember. And I had a great time. I had a great time going to that one. So Michelle says that's adorable. She's talking about the card that my wife got. If you guys are popping in now, you can look back at that later. PK Zink says my wife and little girls, who's 8, drove down this morning to San Antonio for a few days, a few day pool getaway. Oh, okay. With a fellow Filipina and her daughter, who's the same age as my daughter. They're ballet buddies. Oh, sweet. So you had like a little meet-up pool party type situation. Really cool. How much did you get for that? Are you talking about the Polo Bear Ralph Lauren? Because I haven't listed it. It's not, that's just something that I source. So I'm doing sales, but I also wanted to show off like something I sourced. But yeah, I'm going to list it probably at $70, I think is what the mark is. It may be a little lower, but I think 70 is good for that one. PK Zing says, wondering if anyone can report in on how their sale rate has been going. I'm scratching and clawing for all we can get. 13 yesterday and 6 so far for both platforms. Are you talking about Poshmark and eBay, or Amazon and eBay? So yeah, if you guys want, just drop down. Are your sales doing well? Like, are you selling like average amount or more than average? I can tell you today's been like a little slower for me, but I haven't listed my items for today. So I have 23 that I can launch, but I'm kind of waiting because uh, a little bit after this, or this evening, I'm going to do more photos and stuff and then probably launch like 35, but it'll be like at the end of the day. So like the sales will kind of probably pick up later tonight or tomorrow because it's going to be delayed, but no big deal. Here's another Ralph Lauren. This is a maroon long sleeve, and it's the collared shirt. It sold for 12 plus $8.99, so 21 on this one as well. I like the long sleeves for the Ralph Laurens. They're pretty solid sellers. Usually don't have too big a problem with them. And it's right at 12 ounces, so I'm going to take off the bag just to clear it to be 100% sure it's going to be under 12 ounces. But yeah, now that I have my photos set up, like I still have this one, but I have all the labels that I put on the bags for the inventory. They're all at the store. So it's almost like anytime I want to do eBay stuff, I need to do it at the store, and I need to work like fast so that I don't get behind or like have to drive down there just for something small. And then another thing about it is now that all my eBay work for the most part, except shipping obviously is going to be done here because the warehouse is here. When I got home, I think it was Friday after coming from the downtown store, I was like, I don't really have any eBay stuff to do because I just don't have anything here. So it kind of gave me like more time to think about other things. So maybe my content will improve. Maybe the videos will get a little bit better. Who knows? It's something that I want to strive to do, make a little bit better content. If you guys have any ideas on like what type of video you'd like to see, I definitely want to show off like the buys that come into the buy sell trade store. Tomorrow I have a gentleman from Holiday, which is more like a country town. They're bringing in some stuff, and he wanted 6 shirts that he's going to like trade and barter for. So I want to get that deal recorded so you guys can see how those interactions go. And then I can kind of see like, maybe I can see where I messed up or like where I could have done better. The thing is, he wanted 6 shirts for my eBay store. Well, one of them was that Peter Millar Summer Comfort with the Masters embroidery on it. It sold at full price yesterday for $58. So he's not going to get that one, but the rest of them that he wanted were kind of like a little lower. They were probably, I don't know, like 15 to 20 bucks. So like, that's going to be perfect to do the deal. And I pretty much value those at, my cost of goods was like $4, but since he's trading, it just depends on what he has. Like it may not be a 1-for-1 item. It'll probably be like 2 of his for 1 of mine. Something like that. I haven't really worked out all the details just yet. And somebody had a combined order here. This one, Jonathan. Okay, so this person bought 2 polos. He bought 2 polos. Let's see. This one? No, okay. The other one's like in the back of that box. So he bought 2 of the big and tall sizes. They're both 4XBs. So I'm going to put that in the very back, and I'll get that. But yeah, combined orders, when you have a ton of items at the same size, we're going to you're going to get more combined orders. And that's a really good thing when it comes to clothing, because then you just pay like for the one label. Clothing, Shoes, and More says, how much do you get for the items? Do you get the items for? How much do I get my items for? I tell people my average cost of good is $4. But you saw that one Ralph Lauren was $7.99. So like, you know, that skews it, but then I get a lot for like $2 and $1. It just kind of depends. So it averages to about 4, but it may go up. It used to be like 3 something. So it's gone up a little bit, and that's just part of thrift stores going up and inflation and things like that. Lisa says, happy Father's Day. Taking my 89-year-old dad to Dairy Queen shortly, and then ribs dinner for my husband and him later. Oh boy. Well, hopefully the ribs aren't too good, and then like, you know, clogs up your father's like heart. I mean, that's a lot. Like when it comes to red meats and stuff, you got to be careful, but that is a good way to celebrate. Dairy Queen and then ribs, like almost like ribs is the dessert and Dairy Queen's just the appetizer. Very cool. I'm kind of jealous. PK Zink says fewer sales, but generally higher ASP. Yeah, I mean that's always the good thing, right? Higher ASP. Next up, this is Volcom. When it comes to the skate brands, Volcom, it's just a long sleeve button shirt. If it's in black, like I'll tend to pick it up, but you're not getting a lot of money for it. So this was $8.54 plus $8.99, and you're talking like what, $17.50 on the button up. So you definitely don't want to pay more than $4 on this, but it does sell. So like people do want that stuff. I'm gonna have to scoot all this closer. I don't have to stretch too far. People do want the Volcom stuff. This is a medium too. But yeah, it's not the most money. Not the most money. All right. No One Design says, guess what? Chambray is the same as denim. Chambray, I don't even want to get started with it. No One Designs has been trying to train my brain into memorizing what chambray and denim is because I constantly forget. It has something to do with the color on the inside and outsides. They're different. But I just, when I get one that I think is chambray or denim, I put chambray denim just because I want to hit both. It's a little bit of keyword spamming, but like, I just don't know. And someone that's buying it, they pretty much know from the photos. So if they're searching it with those words, they have a good idea if it is or not. PK Zing says, everyone hit the thumbs up. Thank you, man. Yeah, I appreciate all the likes. We got Taco Kasaking. You're the best eBay YouTuber, humble and good personality. A lot of cocky and arrogant content creators out there, and I don't subscribe to their channels. Whoa, man, whoa! Thanks for the vote of confidence. I wouldn't say I'm like the best, man, but I will be one day. I'll definitely be the best one day. I don't know if I'm there yet, but and who was it? It was Rummage for Riches sent me a Gaston shirt that said like, I feel sorry for you who don't know me. I think they were kind of hitting at some of my ego. And I'm telling you, when you get a lot of people like rooting for you, the ego does inflate. So don't hate on those arrogant content creators too bad, because it is a weird thing to kind of harness in, and especially because I'm a little brother, so I had to fight to get anything from my bigger brother as far as attention or just winning. So now that he's gone and has his own family, I definitely have tried to like step up into that thing of like, look, I am the top dog. Like I'm number one. And you kind of got to have some of that. I don't want to turn into what you just said, but I don't want to let you guys think that, you know, being humble is great, but like you have to get after it if you want to be on top of what you're doing. Like you have to have that drive to feel like you are doing the right thing and that you are the best at what you're doing, because it's going to help you on days that are you don't want to wake up and do the work, right? Like you're like, man, I really don't want to go to the thrift store. I really don't want to ship items. I don't want to take photos. Like just kind of remind yourself like, look, you got this, because no one else, like other people are resting, right? While you're getting after it. And that's what's going to give you the edge. All right. Clothing, shoes, and more says, how do you get items for $3 to $4? Okay. So I'm glad you asked that question. And I may do an Oklahoma City video on how I like target thrift stores, but this is what I do in a nutshell. I figure out the route, meaning like where are all the thrift stores as far north, east, west, south that you can comfortably drive and hit the most amount in the same day. And then I'll call them. I'll say, hey, how much are your shirts? How much are your jeans? Then whenever you get that price, you say, do you have any discounts? So you want to target stores. And this is if you're thrifting off the rack. There's a lot of ways to get even cheaper items, but this is just going to thrift stores. You want to find the thrift stores that have discount days. And you want to make sure you go either like the day before, or if you really want the cheaper prices, be the first person there on the discount day. Like when the color changes, whenever they have their big blowout sale. Like I know a lot of the thrift giants in Texas, like right now it's a Father's Day today on Sunday. So they're having like a store-wide half off. So they have items priced at $8.99. You can get it for $4.50. They have the $6.99s you can get for $3.50. So you have to call ahead of time or whatever. But the best way to get good thrifted items is to get it before it hits the thrift store. And that's from somebody's house, because they're going to have the lowest desire for that stuff when it's sitting in their closet for the last 8 to 10 years or 3 years, or they gained a bunch of weight and they can't fit in it, or they lost a bunch of weight and they can't fit in it. So That's why I did the buy sell trade store, was to get inventory without having to travel to Dallas, Oklahoma City, Abilene. Like 2 hour drive is where I have to go to big cities. And my store only has like 2 or 3 thrift stores that I can find like consistent items at a cheap price. So you can't build this big a business with just 3 stores. You got to have like 30 stores or more. Let's see. No One Design says legwork. That is how. Yeah, just doing the stuff that nobody else is doing. Like anybody can walk into any Goodwill on any given day, but the real good ones, they know the best days to come, the best times to come. They know, like a friend of mine, Brian Roning, he's a reseller and YouTuber as well. When he goes to the Goodwill, he knows what color barb is the fresh barb, like the new one. So he only looks at those. He doesn't even waste time looking through the rack. Like I myself, I would look through every single one. Even if the 3 days ago I looked at the same shirts, but then he was like, dude, just look for the barb. Like, so just scan the barbs. They'll usually be clustered up. Scan that cluster and move to the next one, hit the new racks, go to the next store. That's, I use my cart as like a defense. Like if somebody's coming down the rack, I use my cart to block, and I don't I say I'm nice about it. I'm like, oh, sorry, excuse me, but I don't move my cart, especially if I think there's some stuff that I want to look at. Because you know how people like step right in front of your cart? There's like tactics in the stores. I don't know. The way you look at the clothes. So like the brands have to be on this side. If it's on this rack in front of me, I'm on the right side of it. And then that's like my strongest speed to go through it. And then if it's the other side, it's also, somewhat fast, but you never want to be behind the brand tag, because then you're like taking too long to like look at the tag. So you want them coming to you, and then I can stretch even further. If somebody's standing right in my way, I'll stretch past them and be like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. And that's kind of how I do it. So there's a lot of ways to increase your odds of getting the good stuff. This one's a Columbia PFG. This is the cargo chino shorts. It's sold for, once again, $854 plus $899. These were stained though. So like you got to watch out for the PFG stuff. Like they sell really well, especially this time of year, but you got to watch out because a lot of times they're going to have stains, from fish guts and stuff like that. But yeah, they're usually pretty solid sellers. Michelle says, sales were below average before I went on vacation. I came back and ran a sale. I drafted 28 listings while away, so I'm slowly uploading the new ones to try to get things going again. Very nice. Yeah, sales can help tremendously. Marking down your items every day. Like you could just go to like bulk edit, mark down. You could do that for certain items. That's always a good strategy too. And then there's the promotions and there's the coupons and all that stuff. But Tony just brought it up. Do you do coupons? No, I don't run coupons. Somebody asked me on an email, they asked me, do I, like, if you ran a markdown sale, say like 20% off, and then you had a coupon for 20%, can the buyer stack that? And my answer to that is I'm not sure. But I would hate to like get into a bind where you don't know how much of a discount you're getting. Say you're running a markdown, you're running a promotion, you're running a coupon, and the next thing you know, an offer comes in and you're like, how much of a discount's coming? Like, I don't even know. Like, I like to keep it really clean. That's part of the reason why my shipping is flat rate across the board at $8.99, because I don't want to get confused. Like, I want to know exactly, roughly how much money I'm making profit every time I click accept on an offer. I don't want any mistakes or losing money that way. So no, I don't run them. I've heard they help, but I think it's kind of to me, like having the coupon in person. Say you get your catalog from the paper. I don't know if people still do that. And you cut the coupon out and you have it in your hand. It's almost like currency in a way. You're getting the discount. That feels more legit than saying like, here's this coupon code you got, like Taylor Exchange 1 or 10 or whatever, and it's like you get a coupon. I don't know if it translates the same. I think it'd almost be like, I've heard this too. Some people forget to use the coupon. Like you have it for that and they forget to click it. So maybe it is a good hack because half the time they don't use it. But I don't want to get money shaved off. Like I'm running very, very tight margins with these. Like my store, business model is much different than people who are making like 20 to 50 bucks per sale, like profit. I do not make 20 to 50 bucks per sale. Occasionally I do, but a lot of times I don't. So I just try to give the very best price I can on every item. Lisa says you had great luck thrifting and junking on a family trip in small towns. Lots of 1 to 3x in good brands when we went to Oklahoma recently. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Oklahoma is, it's not the richest state, but there's some good Western stuff there for sure. And Taco, you mind if I just call you Taco? I feel like it's a tough one. Taco Kasaking says confidence can be without arrogance. Yeah, that's true, man. A lot of the thing is like, you got to understand, like, if you're doing this stuff and you're putting yourself out in the public, that you're going to get viewers that are day one or week one or month one. And you can't treat them like, oh, you don't know how to do this. Well, it's like, no, dude, they don't. Like, part of the reason I like doing this is because when I started day one, month one, year one, I had a lot of issues and problems I had to figure out on my own. It took hours. Like, you're trying to comb through like all of Rally Root's videos. Like, he put a lot of videos out there. So like Daily Refinements, he helped. Like, a lot of these people help, but it's better when, especially live, you can just ask a direct question, or you can hit me up on Instagram and get like a direct answer. I like providing that for people because that's something I wish I had starting out. I feel like I would have gotten a little quicker at it, gotten into the profits a little faster. I'm going to check my Instagram because I'm addicted to it. My aunt, she loved my message I sent her. Oh, there's my mom. Happy Father's Day, son. Kiss face emoji, kiss face. Thank you, Mom. I love you. I hope you come back safe. She's out of country right now, folks. She's visiting her family. I mean, it's my family too, but it's like, her roots. Very, very nice. Thank you. Yeah, I've had a good one so far. Steph's been giving me some leeway with like stuff to do. I did some chores. I put together our dining table. She ordered a dining table. And I put it together today, and then I was kind of running some chores and then wanted to get on the live with you guys. So it's been a good day. It's been a good day. I want to show my mom. I don't know if she's still watching, but Steph got me this. It's a metal Chicago Bears that, you can put like an orange background or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace it out on cardboard, like a big piece. Oh, I could have used the box that came with that table, but I threw it away already. Anyway, I'm going to trace it out and then have a template. And then I'm going to put this one at the downtown store for my buy-sell trade store. And then I'm going to put something maybe on that back wall. I don't know. So yeah, it's very cool. She got me that. And then she got me a really nice card, which I'll have to show you later. Tony says, do you do coupons? No, sir, I do not. No, sir. No coupons. I think I tried them once and I didn't really like how it went. Just felt like I don't really want to like have more to worry about, like another thing to do. I'm trying to, like, you've seen some of my listing videos. Like, I try to put as little information as possible, just the required stuff, because I don't want to waste any time. Like, people are buying this stuff regardless. On the higher price items, you definitely want to pay more attention to the higher price stuff. So if you guys watched that video where the guy brought the Hawaiian shirts and he had the 2 Levi vintage denim jackets, I want to tell you I made a bit of a mistake. So the Big E vintage jacket, I paid $100 for, and then the other one that was lowercase e, I paid $50 for. Well, the lowercase e one had one of the back, you know how they have like little snaps that you can like lock to tighten up the sides? One of the buttons was missing on that. And then they had like slight stains, which the stains aren't like a huge deal on something from the 1960s. But the Big E one, when I priced that out for my comps, I was thinking it was in the $300 to $400 range. That was for the blanket lined Big E denim jacket. This one was not the blanket line. So I paid $100 and I only listed it at like $299, but that was like the very top. And then someone sent me an offer of $195 $195. He hasn't paid yet. I went ahead and accepted it. Now paying $100, selling for it ends up being like $210. That's not the best margins, but it sold in one day, right? So he hasn't paid yet, but somebody else has messaged me about that jacket that hasn't been bought yet. So they're going to sell, but I want you guys to know, like, when it comes to the higher end stuff, like, you really have to know what you're looking at if you're dropping like 50, 100 or more dollars on this stuff, because you could easily get burnt. Like, had I paid 150, I would have been completely burnt, but 100 is still fine and it is desirable. But yeah, it's definitely something I just didn't do. In the heat of the moment, I made a mistake, but that's kind of how you learn, make the money back and just move on, do better next time. Let's see. No One Design says not all Goodwills have the barb system or the color code system. So each individual needs to find out how their Goodwill run their system. Like, for an example, my thrift store's cost of goods is $266 on everything. Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. And that's true. The barb system is not universal. Goodwills are based by districts. Usually there's like 2 or 3 or 4 clustered together, and they run all the similar type sales. And then other ones, just even in the same town, might not be the same. It could be different. That's interesting, though. Yeah, some of them do just have like the price tag with the color. But then, yeah, I don't know. A lot of them, honestly, I don't even go to that many Goodwills. It's usually the other stores, like the religious ones, like the Salvation Armies, the faith mission type ones, Salvation Armies, a lot of the Hispanic run ones with the Thrift Giants and Thrift World of Dallas. Like, they have really good discounts and stuff, and you can find a lot of good clothes there. Let's get it. We've got this one's called Vert X. It's VERTX. It looks like a 511 tactical. It's got the square with the ripstop technology in it, and that just means if you tear it, it like stops, because they're each individual stitch squares, like kind of like a grid. Like, remember that grid paper back in the day in school when people used pens and paper? I mean, I'm sure they still use it, but you had like the grid paper and people would be just drawing stuff on it. I guess you used it for like that one math class for like graphs. That's what it looks like on these shorts. So this brand is not great. It sold for $10 plus $8.99, so $19 on a pair of cargo shorts. Not the best, but it definitely sold. So we go for fast sales here. Tony asking, do I promote listings? No, I don't promote a single listing. So a lot of people do. They get that extra boost. Maybe if I promoted all my items, I'd get more sales, but I do pretty well. So not concerned with promoting. Coupons can be useful on top of markdown sales, but not on offers sent or received. Oh, interesting. Okay. So Bearded Poketuber is coming in with the knowledge on coupons. Very nice. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just like trying to remember that, for me, just too much. Now, I do like to send coupons individually to buyers. I think that's a great concept. I've never done it, but I think that's really cool. I always try to hook up like my repeat buyers when they send offers. I like always I accept, or even I usually joke with them, and I'm just like, hey, the record is this many items, because a lot of people are like, hey, I got 2 or 3 I'm interested in. I said, I have a reduced shipping discount. The first item is $8.99. Any additional item, it's $2.99. So it's not $8.99, $2.99. And then I usually try to coax them into getting like a lot of items. I'm like, hey, fill the whole closet. You need 5 shirts for the week. Like, go ahead and grab them, that kind of thing. So definitely try to like cherish those repeat buyers. I mean, it's a very powerful thing. This is a Columbia PFG. It's an Oklahoma City Sooner embroidered on it. So the guy I picture wearing this is the frat guy he's in the stands with the Ray-Bans and the little lanyard like over his Columbia PFG that's kind of oversized, and it's got the Oklahoma Sooners embroidery, or like the Texas Longhorns, the Texas Techs, any of those college embroiders. I don't know if it's the same. I think I've picked up like LSU. I think it's mainly like a Southern type thing because of the weather. But yeah, that's like, it's definitely a style for that type of guy, and I sell them all the time. This one sold for $11 plus $8.99, so $20 on this shirt. A lot of thrift stores see embroidery as a very bad thing. So when they see even like Masters Golf or like a country club or like a, Southern Pines golf course or whatever, they price them really low. But if the shirt's a valuable shirt, if it's an expensive brand, then that embroidery doesn't really hurt the value that much. Like, they'll price the ones, instead of like $6.99, they may put it at $2.99 because it's got an embroidery. Like, well, if it's golf related, if it's sports teams related, you're going to still be able to convert the sale, most likely, as long as it's not a company. So if you see like a Taylor Exchange branded FootJoy, like some Summer Comfort or Peter Millar Summer Comfort, whatever it is, if you see my logo on it, do not buy it. It's probably not worth it to a lot of people. But if it's a golf course or a country club, like there's a good chance somebody out there is at that course or just likes that course, or maybe they had their best golf score at that course. They'll buy it just because it's like, what the hell? Or if it's just like a cool tree or something, like it's a cool logo. Yeah, dude, go ahead. It's no big deal. Oh, here's Johnson and Murphy. Dude, I got suckered into buying some Johnson and Murphy just because I listened to some advice, but I didn't understand what I was listening to. On Johnson and Murphy and some of these other brands that aren't as good, and I actually bought a Johnson & Murphy and a Daniel Cramu in the Abilene trip yesterday. It's got to be cool. It's either got to be a big size or it's got to be cool. This is just a white polo. It did not sell for enough money. It went for like $14 shipped, and that's not good. So it's like made my money back, but learned a lesson to not buy plain polos for Johnson & Murphy. The Johnson & Murphys I picked up at the store yesterday, they're 3XLs, and they are purple and pink and white plaid. Like they're really cool looking. Very talk of the town type shirt. Like when you wear that into a club or a dinner or something, like people are going to recognize you. And those are the types of shirts that do really well. Oh, here we go. Taco Casa King. Casa is house in Spanish. So Taco House King. I got you, dude. I got you. Yo hablo. Yo hablo. No, I don't speak very good Spanish. Okay. Coupon is for buyer who wants to get your item with lower price, but they too lazy to add to a watch or contact seller for a discount set. Buyer can just use a coupon. It helps you get more sales, in my opinion. Yeah, that's why I have best offer on, but I understand the appeal. I mean, when eBay sends me a coupon, I buy. But no, I get it. I totally get what you're saying. I just don't want to mess with it. I'm kind of, I am a little lazy when it comes to stuff on eBay. Like I do enough to get the stuff, and I mean, I sell quite a bit, so it's fine. It's going to be fine. This is a cool shirt. I really don't know why this didn't sell for more. It only went for 19 shipped, but maybe there was a flaw, or maybe I think it's one of those that I had priced at $19.99 plus $8.99, and someone sent the offer of 10. And instead of me countering with 15, I said, just take it. Because cool, like short sleeve stuff isn't as good as like their warm weather stuff or their warm gear. Like their pullovers, their quarter zips, or long sleeves are way better. Their pants, much better than their short sleeves. But maybe I left a little money on this. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? See, I hope everyone's Father's Day is going well. Father's Day. It's 44 people in here, 18 likes. Really appreciate every one of you guys. I'm having a great time just going through these items, trying to get through. Oh, man, having a pretty good day so far. I do want to work out today. I do need to go to the store today. A couple things I need to do still, but we're knocking this out first. No One Design says, that is the headache of a buy-sell trade store. I've known a lot of people throughout the years have done this type of model and started out well, but soon they all ended. I hope you do well. Yeah, and No One Designs is talking about making mistakes with buys, like buying stuff for too much. That is a problem. So one counter to that would be you only spend a little bit of money, like you don't pay up. I tried to help this guy. Maybe I fell a little into the it's my first customer. He seemed like a good guy. I do know those Tommy Bahama silk shirts, those are going to be where all the money's at. Like they're like 25 to 40 to $50. Like some of them are really just rare and they're really cool. They're all really old too. I think they're sweet. But yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely learn. And I don't think I'm gonna go bankrupt. And that's because of eBay, right? Like the buy sell trade store is kind of its thing to get inventory, but like I sell so well on eBay, I'd pretty much be like wasting time if I overpaid on some stuff, because I'd still sell it for my money, but I'd be wasting time. So Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that. And people aren't banging down on the door to like sell their stuff. Trust me, it's going to be a slow build to get more people into understanding the store and its value to the public. Tony says, I've learned a lot from your YouTube videos. Thanks, man. Yeah, I learned everything I know from YouTube, and then some stuff was just troubleshooting on my own, but for sure I have learned a lot. So this is the North Face. This is the zip off. You could use zip off or convertible hiking shorts. It's got the elastic waist. I think anything with an elastic waist takes some care to look at. This is the red tag one, and it sold for $22 plus $8.99 shipping. So like $31 on this one. It is over a pound, and yeah, we're gonna pack this on up. I put the tape down below because it's going to be a little loud on the mic. Just a bit. See, we got our eBay tape. Looks official. Awesome. Okay. Can y'all hear that? That's Ragnar barking. Okay, so we've got this is a Ralph Lauren. This is the blue white striped one. It's just a polo. It sold for $11 plus $8.99, so $20 shipped on that one. Oh, my dog, dude. It's usually the neighbor outside that they're playing catch or just having like a nice father-son moment, and my dog's like, rah, 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 rah. Like, dude, chill out, Ragnar. Like, give him some peace and quiet, man. I always feel super embarrassed about it, too. Let's see. Great Deals Depot says, I had a very weird transaction yesterday. An item was purchased by someone in New York. I packed and shipped the item at a local post office. An hour later, it says it was picked up by the person. Weird. Huh. That is strange. I've had a couple weird ones with the post office, but mainly the weird stuff that I deal with is the item gets shipped to somewhere else in Texas, and then it shows delivered, but then it gets rerouted after it shows delivered. And usually the buyer's freaking out trying to get he's like, hey man, this shows delivered and it's not here. And I always say this, I'm like, let's just give it a couple days. I said, typically the post office reroutes it. If it's not resolved in a couple days, I said, let me know. And usually I just forget about it, and then it works itself out. The Postal Service, as many complaints as people have for the Postal Service, they're actually extremely efficient with what they do. I mean, imagine the amount of packages. Like, I know I'm sending them a bunch of work every single day. So they do get it done. But yeah, that is a strange one. Great Deals. That's a strange one. No One Design says, if you're a volume seller, don't promote. Just make sure your prices are well under the market to compensate. If you are a high ASP seller, promote heavily or coupon your store aggressively. Yeah, a couple ways to look at it for sure. I think the price buckets is one of the most important things because it saves a lot of time with research. And what I mean by price buckets is $15.99 plus $8.99. So that's 16 plus 7. So that's like 20. What is that? The 20? No, plus 9. Yeah, 16 plus 9 is like $25. That's what I price a lot of stuff at. And then the one down, I go $3 down, $12.99 plus the shipping. So like those are my price buckets. And then typically somebody offers in the range of like 18 or 19, typically 19 to like full price sale. So that's like a $5.99 range. And yeah, if something's more valuable, like I know when I buy it because I either choose to pay up or I just know the shirt. I'm like, yeah, I can go $19.99 or I can go $24.99, $5 increments on that side. If it's got a stain, I knock it down by $3. So that's how I do it. And then think about like if you guys shop at Kohl's, like everything is like 40% off or whatever. Like, come on, man. I know what you're doing, Kohl's. Like, you're not going to trick me, and I'm not going to get the feels because this was priced at $200 and now it's priced at $140. Like, it does hit some people though, and it's a thing. I mean, it's a tactic. It works. So maybe it works on eBay. I'm sure it does, but I just don't want to mess with all the discount calculations. It's just not for me. Here's an Eddie Bauer long sleeve. This is the 2XL. It's like their heavier cotton one. It does have to go in this priority, but it only went for 21 shipped. So, not great, but Eddie Bauer does sell, and it is out there. You can get it pretty cheap. There we go. The label printed out. Ugh. But yeah, I wonder, man, like, is everyone else like selling really well? I wonder, like, is the summer slowdown hitting people differently, like different categories maybe? Because I do clothing, and I never see a peak. I never see a valley in clothing. It's just the same. It kind of just depends on how good of stuff I pick up, you know. But with the amount of items I have, like, it kind of sells all the time. Here's a really cool one. I picked this one basically based off of just coolness. This is a Vans. I'll pull it out. It's like a little kid's shoe. It's got the flames on it. And, I mean, Vans, Converse, flames. It's a men's 6.5, women's 8. So, it sold for $19 plus $8.99. So, pretty good on that one. I'm going to put it in a mailer up like this. This is the small one. I think it'll fit in the small one. If not, I'll have to go to the next size up. There we go. So we'll pack it up here. It's cool that fit. I thought I was going to have to get the bigger one, but yeah, it just looks like that. That'll work. And I bought these shoes, I think, like 9 months ago. Yeah, I had these for a long time. Because, yeah, it's the SKU number is 13,000, and I'm at like 17,000 now. So it's definitely some months ago. Great Deals Depot says the person was an eBay member since 2015 with no feedback till mine. I think I have a scammer. I wonder if that person bought that store, or because that's an old store. That's an old eBay store. It's very interesting, but hey, just kind of wait it out and see what happens. If they want like a return or say that wasn't delivered, like there's methods you can go through to try to protect yourself. And eBay, you know, they will help. Just like let them know. Okay. And there's 48 people, 20 likes. If you guys didn't come in earlier, this was the Polo Bear Ralph Lauren I picked up. It's just one of the newer ones. So I got this at the thrift store in Abilene, Texas yesterday. Only item I got at that Goodwill. And then the other one, I haven't gone through the bags, but I got a bunch of stuff from the other ones. It's a lot of it's just common items. There's no like great items. What's your thought on Carhartt FR pants, says Tony? I think they're good. I think fire resistance is really good. I think the Wrangler fire resistance is a little lower end. Lapco is another fire resistant brand that's pretty low end. But a lot of the other ones that are fire resistance are good. And Carhartt's definitely one of them. Ariat may be one of the better ones. JR Flip says, hello, happy Father's Day. What's up, Jake? Man, happy to be a dad today, dude. It's a big deal. I always wanted to be a dad, but seeing my son for the first time, like, and it really wasn't while my wife was getting pregnant, you know, and bigger. It was whenever you held him. That's when you kind of knew, like, shoot, like my problems do not matter anymore. It's all about his care, and you have to step up and work hard. And yeah, you pretty much just you don't have any excuse to complain because the dude's so small. Like, he doesn't know anything. Like, you got to teach him everything. So it's a pretty big day, pretty big deal. And if you guys are coming in late, my wife got me this. It's a metal Chicago Bears thing. So I can't wait. I think I'm going to put it in my store, but I'm going to make a template out of cardboard so I can put one back here. And I may make one out of wood, but it'd be a lot of jigsaw work to cut that with the wood. So I don't know exactly if I'll be that talented. But nonetheless, I'm going to figure it out. It's cool, man. I really appreciate you saying that. Like all the fathers out there, it's a big deal. And tell your dads Happy Father's Day because they had to put up with changing your diapers and stuff, man. Or like just, taking your back talk all those years. Because I know I gave my dad a lot of headaches for sure. And I just know it's going to come to me, and it'll be deserving. I get it. I know it's coming. And my son, man, already like he can't walk or sit. Like he sat up once by himself, but anytime you lay him down, he just turns. Like he just wants to turn over. And I'm like, dude, back, like stay down. I got to put your pants on and stuff. And he's just like, ugh. It's a cool thing, man. I'll try to put like little clips of him in production videos if I remember. But yeah, he's a good guy. Taco Casa King says, next time you come to Texas, eat Taco Casa way better than Taco Bell or Taco Bueno. Oh, whoa. Someone's shouting out the Taco Casa. Taco Casa is tremendous. I have been there a few times. I'm just not big on I'm not too big on like, we don't eat out a lot. My wife is gluten intolerant. So like we cook most of our meals. So if we eat out, it's usually like a steak place or something. But yeah, no, Taco Casa is pretty legit. I think Taco Bell's been slipping the past few years. All right, so that was just an Adidas polo, nothing special. Let's see. No One Design says Carhartt FR area, FR, even low mall brands, FR do well. Selling point is the FR. Yeah, absolutely. And then the other thing is if you have a bunch in the same size, the guy buying it may buy like 2 or 3 because he wants to wear them for the week, Tony says, do you only sell men's? Probably like 95%. I do pick up some women's, but usually it's because they're accidentally in the men's. And usually it's women resellers that hide them in the men's to wait till they go on discount. But as far as women's clothing, like the plus size, those like mid-tier brands and the plus size tops for women's can be really good. Dresses can be good. Women's is a good category of eBay, but no, I just do men's because it's kind of just what I fell into, and I still find enough at this point to continue doing it. Here's Levi 560. This one's a 40-30. 560 is one of their better cuts. This one had a few problems with it, and I ended up accepting a pretty low offer, 14 plus shipping. So like 22 shipped. I've gotten like $40 for those, like $50. There's a guy on eBay. It's called Rock and Roll Jeans. If you have a 560 with exact sizing, meaning it hasn't shrank in the wash and it's in good condition, that dude will buy them. Trust me. I've sold probably like 20 pairs of jeans to just that one buyer because he's got like a store or something. I think. I don't know if he's an eBay seller or has a physical store, but yeah, he'll buy all those 560s from me. Clothing, shoes, and more. Do you do a polo shirt for $10 is good? If I'm spending 10 on like a short sleeve polo, it's got to be like a Burberry Brit. It's got to be it's got to be something a little special. Pretty much, if you're spending $10, and I have the little link in my link tree that shows like what to spend and what profit to make. That's kind of what I go off of. So for $10, you need to sell something for a minimum of like 25 shipped. So in my opinion, like 32 shipped, spend 10. That's like the bare minimum. So you really want the sales to be like 40 shipped for a $10 item. That's first class or even priority. Like, and that's still kind of cutting it. It just depends on your tolerance, but no, there's not going to be that many polo shirts that I come across that I spend $10 on. No. Really like 7 is kind of the most I want to spend on a polo. And that even still has to have a few factors that are going to cause it to convert into a good sale. Oh man, I didn't put the label on. All right, spin back around. Let's see. No One Design says you need to be arrogant in the buy sell trade. Oh no, here we go. He says being nice all the time equals losing money or getting stuck with missed or defect items that you bought. Yeah, no, I know it. I know. And you know what? Maybe I'll just train Randy to be aggressive, and I'll just be the nice guy. So be like good cop, bad cop, and Randy will be the one like, no, we're not taking this. Randy's my part-time employee who is really cool. Do you have a video on setting up an account with USPS, tricks and tips? I don't know if there's many tricks to setting up an account. It's just username, password. tricks would be getting their free stuff. Like, don't pay for any of their supplies because they have paid supplies and free supplies. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if that needs a video. It's just like, just go to USPS, give them like, you got to like verify that you're you, I guess. And that's pretty much it. Here is a Ralph Lauren. This is a white quarter zip, I think. Oh, no. This is the rugby polo. Oh, the lighting. This is a rugby polo. You can notice it's a rugby polo because the collar will have like an extra thing stitched down here, like a little rectangular square. And it also is just thicker. It's like a heavier weight cotton. This one sold for $25.19 plus $8.99. So this would be a good example of like, you could spend $10 on this one because it's going to sell for $25 plus shipping, which that was actually like a lower offer. So ideally, I would have wanted to get more money for that one, probably like, $29.99 plus shipping, so closer to $40. But I'll accept 32, man. That's no big deal. Let's see. Beery Poker Tuber is talking to Great Deals about the scam issue with the shipping that he was dealing with. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's stuff happens. Scammer, it's pretty rare to be scammed though, at least on like eBay shipping, unless you're a new account. If you're a new account, like under like 10 feedback, your chances of getting scammed are pretty high. Unless you're not selling like electronics. If you're selling like high-end electronics, expect some weird messages from people because they like have bots that are target the new accounts selling like $100 items. Tony says, do you go to the bins in Dallas or Oklahoma City? I do not go to bins at all. Do you do high-end clothing? It's a little slow. No, I do things that sell fast. I only buy stuff that sells quickly. Very rarely I'll buy stuff that doesn't sell. And then sometimes I buy area boots. If you guys want a 11 double E boot, hit me up. I'm your guy. I got a nice pair right there. Because those were $8.99. Like those are $75 to $80 boots. So like used. Brand new, they're probably like $200. Here's a women's one. That's funny. You asked if I sold women's. This is a women's LL Bean flannel. There was a point in time where I was buying a ton of women's flannels because there is a lot of money in women's flannels. This one went for $11.69 plus $8.99 shipping. So $20 on the LL Bean. And this is a women's small LL Bean flannel. So mind you, women's clothing is no joke. Plenty of money there. I just don't. I don't like going through them. I feel like they have more flaws, like more flawed parts to the women's clothing. And then there's always the size thing. And then you have to deal with a lot more women, like casual shoppers in the women's section at the thrift stores. So it's a little difficult. But no, not a bin shopper. I shop off the racks. I keep my fingernails clean as possible. No One Design says, I haven't had a summer slowdown since 2007, 2008. Yeah, dude, that's good. I mean, I get it, man. You're kicking butt, dude. I get it. That's what a statement. It's like I haven't had a bad sale since the Great Depression. Everything's been smooth. Andy Someta says, yo, what's up? Michelle says, I had the postage delivery receipt in the past. The PO just scanned the wrong description. It did not change throughout the delivery, but it did get there. Interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. Okay, 2 more from this box, and we got another box to go. This is this is the Peter Millar. We'll pull it out because it's a good one. This is the Peter Millar, and look at this one too. If you guys can look closely, it's kind of like not pilly, but like it's worn looking, But this is the Scotty Cameron. It's got the dog on it, and then on the collar, it's got the Circle T. And then on the sleeve here, it's got the Scotty Cameron. So right here, you guys can get a good look. So this polo, not in great condition, sold for $60 plus $8.99 on the Scotty Cameron polo. So you would spend $10 on this one, probably like $30 on this one, because the other Scotty Camerons I had were selling for like $80 and like $100. This is one of the last ones to sell because it was in such like kind of not tattered, but it's just been washed a few dozen times. So yeah, Scotty Cameron, that's actually in the video. The one that says like I bought 175 items. It's one of my better thrift videos that I put out. That's where I found all the Scotty Camerons. Luckily, I was recording that day too. because I don't really like doing the thrift haul day video stuff, like the day in the life with the thrifting. I know y'all like them, and maybe I'll throw one in this month, but I just haven't had the juice for it, man. For me, I have to have the juice to get that going, you know. Andy saying what's up to Matt. Saronico 3 says, what's the most you would pay up for an Ariat Pro Series dress shirt? It depends on the size and the color and stuff. For those, I'm typically thinking what cowboy guys are going to wear or construction guys. I bought one for $8 yesterday, but like if it was a good size, great condition, you could maybe pay 12, but that's right at the fringe of like you may not get much profit at 12. So it's kind of tough. Okay. Let's see. And I know the thrift stores price them up high in my town because like everyone knows cowboy brands in Texas for the most part. This one is 8 ounces. 50 people, 22 likes. We've been on for an hour and 5 minutes. He says, happy Father's Day. Hey, man, thanks. I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate the Father's Day love, especially to all other Father's Day out there. Other fathers out there. It's a big deal. Tyndall is another lower end FR that doesn't do well. Thank you. Tyndall is trash. It's just not good. Not good. Not resellable good. But it is FR. So yeah, not all FR is made the same. It's not the best. Okay. There we go. So we've got a pair of jeans. This is silver men's jeans. I love the silver stuff for men's. This is the Zach jean. Zach is their relaxed bootcut jean. The tag wasn't on this one, so I just put what the actual measurements was for the size because it was 36, 31. So you might think like 31's not like that traditional of a size, but if that's the actual size and there's no tag, just put it in there. This sold for $35.99 plus $8.99 shipping. So really good sale there. For me, that's like a tremendous sale. Like a little over $40 is great. That Scotty Cameron was great. Yeah, I pretty much, I deal in $23 sales. $20 to $23 sales is what I deal in. Oh, my thank you. I put thanks you. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, very nice, dude. People reaching out, very great, very great. Okay, let's see. Snickers is a sick one. Not common here. Snickers. I don't know what you're talking about. Snickers, like a brand. Okay, No One Design says I sell a lot of Bulwark, FR, Ariat, FR, Carhartt. Yeah, those are 3 strong ones. Bulwark, I think people sleep on Bulwark a lot. Are you going to put a fitting room in your shop? Nah. So the deal with the shop is it's actually an office space, but it's on the first floor with its own exterior door. So like the property manager said, I can run it like a mini retail store, but it's very tiny. It's very small. The idea is for 1 year or maybe 2, I don't know, build it up, kind of like tell the town this is where it's at. This is what we're doing. Once the business increases and I can pay Randy full time, which would probably be like maybe $40,000 a year, something around that number, then I will get like an actual store, and then I'll just build out an even bigger buy sell trade store. That's the idea, and hopefully I can beat like the chain franchises from coming here. So like try to create a stronghold in the town for buy sell trade in just men's only, which will be tough because men don't typically shop for clothes that much, but maybe the girlfriends and wives will. Okay, 1 empty box. Okay. Let's see. Okay. This box is packed full. This is a Ralph Lauren faded green short sleeve polo. It went for $8.18 plus shipping, so $17 on the faded Ralph Lauren. This is how that goes, man. Don't pick up the faded ones, man. Let's see. And I got to take the liner out because I think I can get it under 8 ounces. It was at 8.2 ounces. If you take the liner out, which I'm calling this bag a liner, then it might get under 8 ounces. Let's see. Yeah, it's under 8 ounces. So that saves you, like $1 or something. Like $1. But no, Andy, no fitting room, not in this store. But I will, I think. I don't know. Probably. Michelle says, I heard that if you wash fire-resistant clothing with fabric softener, it doesn't make it fire-resistant anymore. Does anyone know if that's true? No Design says, if you need to wash your thrift clothing, use unscented, no softener, cold water, no heat, dry. Jeez. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's the best thing. True, too. Do you think $10 per item Carhartt FR pants is too much for 100 count? You're saying buying 100 at $10 a piece? No One Design says depends on the condition. If it's mint, then 10 is fine. But if not, it's you wouldn't pay more than 6 to 8. It also depends on a lot of it depends on size too. Do you know anyone that sells seashells? Great Deals Depot. I got a guy. If you're interested, he's got $30,000 worth of seashells he's trying to move. So if you got $30K laying around, you want to spend on some shell, I got the guy. I got the guy. Sirocco says $16.99. Sheesh. I like how you got a pair of cowboy boots and underwear on the in the background. Those are the padded Nike Pro Combat sliding shorts. I got 3 of them there. And yeah, those go for good money. You can get like $30 for them. One of them's got like the hard armor pads over the thighs, and the other one's just like the softer ones. But yeah, football season's rolling around, and those things go like crazy. But yeah, it's not. I guess it is underwear, but it's not like underwear. It is underwear, but it's not like my dirty underwear or nothing. It's not like that. So here's a good one. This shirt right here. If you guys are fast food eaters, Mr. Taco Casa, we were talking about Taco Bell and Taco Casa earlier. This is the Taco Bell uniform, long sleeve, black plaid button shirt, and it went for $17 plus $8.99. So this shirt sold for $26 used. It's like an XL. So yeah, there's a lot of money in uniform shirts. Uniform shirts, restaurants, delivery services, Amazon, like a lot of that stuff sells. And thrift stores do not price it high if it says Taco Bell or Pizza Hut on it, but they will sell. Beatrice says, Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Thank you. Seth, I think, is taking a nap right now, but as soon as he's up, I'm gonna want to play with him. Okay. Let's see. This person bought a Ralph Lauren. This is another stripe. It's a 2XL short sleeve button shirt, $13.29 plus shipping. So they're sitting in at $22-ish. Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, 49 people, 24 likes. Man, I'm really glad people are hanging out. I wonder, what is everybody doing right now? Like, are you guys just doing your eBay thing? Are you sitting around? Like, I just wonder, like, you guys working? What are you guys doing right now? Packing items? I know tomorrow the post office is closed. You don't have to remind me, but I always like to get these packed because if you wait till Monday or Tuesday and you have a ton of items, man, talk about a boring morning. Like, that's going to take up some hours. I'm already getting tired of packing, and I still got like a lot to go. And sales come in, man. Packed Rip Hub says, Happy Father's Day. Do you put invoices in each package? I do not. Do not put invoices in each package. Nope. I'm an outlaw. I know that's policy, but I don't do it. It's too much, man. I'm trying to save trees around here. Here's a Panhandle Slim. This is the gold something. The Gold West Panhandle Slim. I've never found it before. It's vintage. It's not good. At least this one didn't go for much money. Went for $7.50 plus $9. So you're talking like $16.50 shipped. And that's not a lot of money. You know, it really isn't. But when you sell so many, it does. I do pay my bills with this stuff. So please. DMNC says you're listing. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Listing items. I need to put my listings out for the day. I've been really late on them so far. I was kind of recovering from our trip yesterday. We went to the zoo in Abilene. It's 2 hours away. We went to the zoo all day, hung out with friends, ate some ice cream. Then we drove back with the thunderstorm ahead of us. And I went thrifting yesterday, so I found some good stuff. But yeah, y'all are helping me get through. At least I got another good sale coming up, though. Much better than this one. Here we go. This is the Duluth Trading Co. Flex Fire Hose men's shorts. It's a size 48 in black. Went for $18 plus $8.99 shipping, and it is over a pound. Who would have guessed it? A size 48 short being over a pound. Okay. Let's see. Nick Picker's talking about their Taco Bell haul from a garage sale. One of the button-ups sold for $50. You got a bunch of visors. Okay. I didn't even think about the visors. They do wear visors. Dang, man. $50 on a uniform polo? That's great. That's really great. Maybe I listed mine too low. I don't know. They have some cool ones. Like Taco Bell is one of the ones that have like the cool paint splatter stuff. And they got some neat designs on their shirts for a restaurant. PK Zink says you're sending offers on eBay. You're slowing me way down. Laugh aloud. Got so many comments. They can wait till some other time. I hear you, man. Okay, let me crank it up, dude. Try to get it going here. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's going decently well. We're trying to get through these. I can only go as fast as the label printer goes, the Rolo. Doing pretty good. Let's see. This is a Wrangler striped shirt. It's a pearl snap. It's purple and black, which I thought was kind of cool. Sometimes like out there colors like purple will work well in the Western world. 19 shipped though, so let's just look at the numbers. I haven't brought up the eBay calculator on the channel in a while, but we'll bring that up and see what 19 shipped goes for when you spend $4. eBay related. eBay fees calculator. 10, 4. So yeah, it profits $7. So if you spend 4, you sell it for 19, or no, yeah, $18.99. It's gonna make you $7. So pretty good. Dang. I just got a rush. Michelle says you're taking photos. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm skipping some people. No One Design says, just FYI, if you see a PFG Tamiya, pick them up. Since March, I've sold about 8 dozen of them, and they go for 25 to 30, depending on if they're 2XL or up. Yeah. He's talking about like the PFGs that have like the sizing, or it's like a name in the back, like for like the cut, I guess. There's like the Bomba, the Super Bomba, the one that he mentioned, Tamiya. Yeah, there's different ones. I don't really know what the differences are, but okay, let's take a vote. 45 people listening, 25 likes a minute, an hour and 18 minutes in. I have to go to the bathroom. Do you guys want to wait till I get back and talk amongst yourselves, or do you want to end the stream? Let me know. If somebody says end stream, we're out of here. I will get off. If you guys say go ahead, like use the restroom, come back, it's fine, then I'll do that. You guys let me know. No One Design says hold it. All right. I'm going to ignore what No One Design says and continue shipping. This is Abercrombie & Fitch Henley. $15 plus $8.99 shipping. It's going to Timothy. Thanks, Timothy. No relation. Let's see. Y-Gal says, speaking of photos, what is the material that you have on your photo board? So this one was from Hobby Lobby. It's like a carpet. Not a carpet. It's like a fabric, like a thicker fabric. But my new one at my buy-sell trade store that I set up, it is actually from Lowe's, and it's like a $20 rug, and it's got thicker knurling on it. Knurling, I think, is just a term for like a substrate that's like raised a little bit. I don't know. So I like the one at my buy sell trade store. It was $20 for that rug. I think it was 6 by 4 or 5, maybe. I don't know. I had to cut it down though, so it's pretty good. PK Zinc says to end it. All right, man. Well, I mean, what I have to do after this, after I go to the bathroom, is more of this. But I think we're good, man. I think we're good. I will say see you later. I appreciate you guys coming in. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. I will see you guys next time. We'll try to put a production video out. I think that's what I'm going to do next. Hopefully the guy comes in on Monday and does the deal with the clothes, and you guys can see that. I'll check you out next time, guys. Bye.